Now, obviously, last night we were discussing the mini roof. Now, the mini roof actually has come and gone, so it worked. There's the remains of the cables, but it's a pretty difficult little tricky thing. Now, I decided I was going to do the Range Rover. So the Range Rover had a problem with the indicators. I lent it to my daughter, whose Mini's roof I was fixing, and she told me that there was an issue, that the indicators wouldn't work when she turned the lights on. Now, I didn't know this, so I immediately, because I've just recently changed the instrument console, I immediately stripped the whole thing out and looked for lives and changed the flash unit because it was pretty weak looking, and thought, yeah, I don't know, there's something else. 2 switches on the column, light switch right hand side and auxiliary switch left hand side. For some reason on this particular old turd, 1971, I don't know, obviously bits have been changed, steering wheels changed, the bits have been altered over the years, and for some reason the indicator switch and the light switch work perfectly, but they seem to be powered from the auxiliary switch on the left side. So whether that's to do some sort of cut out in an emergency, or say battery, I have no idea. But the old girl, after finding the basic flaw, is now running and the indicators are working great. But I've actually been sort of looking at the thing I hate most about Range Rovers, and I don't know whether you can see it. I've just put that mirror on it because I've got a new bonnet, and the new bonnet's drilled, and for these, but you can only buy obviously very expensive or and replacement ones, and these are the Brit part replacement ones. And I'm actually beginning to think how much I dislike mirrors. So possibly when she's not getting them, they're not going on there. So that's it. I think they'll probably come off and I'll make do. But because they just look ridiculous. I mean, I don't know. I think they look ridiculous. Anyway, now obviously looking at the old mirror line there, I don't know. I'm going to try it tomorrow. I'll try it tomorrow. We'll see what it looks like. Now she's obviously working and everything's great. You know, she's looking pretty good. And obviously this was the mini roof's, problem, because the mini roof actually works. But a little note here, when they've been abused for a long time, the actual cable tracks probably get full of aluminium filings also. So although I blew them out with the airline to try and actually clear them, they didn't actually clear out that well, and I think that's possibly why the cables pack up, because of the strain imposed on the actual cables. And obviously this is one of the cables here. As you can see, they are crap, but minis. But I did get the rivets made, and I couldn't believe it. They were, yeah, it cost me money, but not a big issue. I got a little bag of them somewhere. There we go. Mini rivets for the hood frame. So if I have the problem again, I can make new ones. So now I'm the mini specialist on hoods. I have become the destroyer of minis. Anyway, the saver of minis. So my next little project is going to be something more tricky, which is my 420G, which is hiding in another shed. And when that one comes into here, this one possibly will be outside, and if the weather stayed nice, I'd love to just take it back to the original green. Although I don't like green. I have a green car. It's over there. But I like paint this thing white. I love this because it had a full-length Webasto Safari sunroof, but the idiot couldn't afford to have it recovered, so he changed the roof, which really is depressing because I love that Webasto sunroof. But anyway, so 1971, a suffix, quite original old thing, runs and drives, used every day. Quick note, very heavy on fuel. I mean, I mean, when I say heavy, I'm talking 6 to maybe 9 if you're lucky. So there's going to be some issues there. I'm going to mess with them carbs. This has been changed to SUs, so the Strombergs were bad. The SUs seem to be worse. So. And that steer wheel is lovely compared to the 3 fucking spoke steer wheel, which is absolutely rubbish because it's so fragile. I've saved it, but I don't like it. So anyway, yep. So there you go. Indicator's working, and it's great. So this is the top up from last night's ordeal, and to be honest, I think I'd love to. The problem was with the Mini Roo. I'm going to get it tomorrow because it's coming back here. I got it working and it's working. And I'm going to top up some notes on it tomorrow and tell you possibly how you can avoid issues, because it is a pesky little bugger when it breaks down. But anyway, so that's it. That's my video. And my friend, the Irish Magna guy, oh, he's up on the dash. He's still there. So we will get round to doing some more, I don't know, sort of like EdShed mechanics pretty soon. Thanks for watching.